Yes, indeed. The sounds of Ed Guy nailed to the wheel here on WoW Radio. This is Blue Please with Total Biscuit. I'd like to welcome Thungot. He is actually a community manager, isn't he? Yeah, community manager of the European realms and a big poster on the forums. Probably one of the most sensible posters on the forums. But then again, that's probably because AS is just insane. Yeah. AS trolls more than we do. It's crazy. Right. Okay, point of the matter. I've got some emails, and I'm going to read them. I've got some shout-outs, and I'm going to read those. And then I shall talk a little bit more about overpopulation, server migration, and then touch on the comments that Thungot's just made in the channel, which are very valued. Right, okay. A few more emails. Now, Murlocs of BlizzCon. Sputnik says, I can see where you're coming from. The Murloc is a personification of BlizzCon goers. Not just a pet, but a trophy for an effort that someone actually made. Finally, somebody gets it. Now, Talia pointed out that ages and ages ago, before BlizzCon, I said, it's only an in-game pet. Stop whining about it. Yeah, but what I also said was that people who go to BlizzCon deserve this pet, and people who don't do not. And I've said this over and over again. I've stuck to it. Yeah, it's a silly in-game pet, but you've also got to bear in mind that it is a symbol of people who actually went to BlizzCon. Now, to someone that didn't go to BlizzCon, that symbolism is irrelevant. It's effectively a lie. I mean, for instance, I get, on average, one tale every 5 or 10 minutes in Orgrimmar saying, hey, where did you get the Murloc? I say, hey, I went to BlizzCon. Like, really, are you American? I was like, no, I'm British. And like, oh, wow, you actually flew over there? Yeah, I did. I said, that's really cool. Yeah, it was. It was a great experience. And this is it's my little symbol of actually going. It's my little in-game symbol. Now, if other people get hold of these things, that symbol becomes less and less relevant. It becomes less of an individual thing and more of a, hey, look, it's a stupid pet. It's not a symbol anymore, it's just a stupid pet. But yeah, I'd say Sputnik pretty much landed it on the button there. That is the reason I am annoyed. Right, okay, server overpopulation, let's get on with it. Now, Prince of Magic says this, my realm, Cenarian Circle USA, just filled up also. The wait time is often around 20 minutes, and when I get on, it lags horribly. I find that I use my characters on other realms, such as Boulder Fist USA, more often with my other friends. It is the most annoying thing that I can't log into my Undead Mage in Cenarian Circle. I was wondering what you do when your server fills up. Again, you wait in the queue or you migrate. It's really that simple. And that's the problem at the moment. Now, Thungot has made it clear to us in the channel that he is aware of population problems. Now, what we suggested to him is guild movement would probably be one of the most encouraging factors, because I've had a few horror stories. Let me see if I can find one. I've got a whole bunch of tells here. And I need to find the specific one that actually says about this. Do we have anything at all? Where's it gone? I had it right here. Yeah, crazy. Anyway, the main point of the matter was that someone actually messaged me and said, yeah, my guild actually got split up because of a botched server migration. That is a really bad thing, as far as I'm concerned. That is not working as intended. Surely that is not the issue. Now, what Thungot said was, well, we can't really move players unless they consent to it. Yeah. But what about if they were to consent beforehand? Whenever you log into WoW, you actually consent to a variety of things. They're in the terms of service, the EULA. You consent to those. You don't explicitly consent. Remember every patch where you click that little tick box? That is you consenting until the next patch, where they will ask you to do it again. Basically for the reason that every time they change the game, they will have to make you re-consent. Yeah? So every time you log in, you do not have to click that, because you have already consented. You've consented, and you've said, I'm okay with this, this is great, I ticked a box. Now, Thungot brought up 2 points. One is that a GM could not move a character without explicit consent. And the second one is that what if the guild movement was there and some people didn't want to go and they were, say, away for a few days, and then they suddenly found that their character had been moved? Right. Well, dealing with the first point first, consent. It's not all that hard to acquire consent. You could enable it as an option. A tick box, if you will. I consent to the GM being able to do this and this and this for the benefit of my character. Or, I do not consent to do this, this and this. Leave my character out of it. It's very easy. Now, the second point, about characters who may not want to leave, but are actually part of a guild, who clicks a imaginary, this does not exist, by the way, which it should, in my opinion, an imaginary move guild option, and get moved while I say away out of the country for a few days, and I say, oh no, I've been moved, I didn't want to move. Two ways of getting around that. First, yet another, consent. Only a negative consent this time. I do not consent to allow the guild to do this. Or a simple matter of, I talk to a GM, I say, hey, my guild moved me to Mazrigo. I didn't want to go there, please move my character back. Why is this such a problem? Now, I have been given reports by several Mazrigo players who have asked about the possibility of moving back because the server itself is not playable. There's not enough PvP, and they're PvPers, mainly. Or maybe the server is just not populated enough for their taste, and they want to move back. And what the GMs have actually said, I'm going to find this for you, actually. I'm going to quote directly, if I can get onto the WoW Europe forums that have been dodgy for the past couple of days. Let's see. Now, I'm going to go through this and I'm going to find it. I'll give you the gist of it while I'm actually finding the specific thing. Here we go. Right. Now, Sephiroth, a level 69 Elf Hunter, he's in the guild Deception, which is one of the only, I believe there's 3 guilds on the Alliance side, and they're all very small, said this: I've just talked to a games master. He said that they will not do anything about this problem, or even considering open migration again. This is a direct quote. Now, unless this guy has totally misinterpreted what's been said, that is what the GM said. Okay, now, maybe one person, I could say, oh, well, maybe they're making it up, but Shadow Dog, a level 69 Elf Rogue, also from Mazrigos, said, just talk to GM Marzonta, or something like that. He's saying that migrating is a one-way procedure. He kept repeating that they would have to investigate this. Then Shadow Dog goes a bit insane, not surprisingly. Says, investigate what? There is freaking 1,000 Horde and 50 Alliance. Now, what's blatantly obvious here? Either it's a case of the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing, or in the case of an ogre, the right head does not know what the left head is talking about, or this is actually a genuine thing. You can't move back. You're stuck here. Why? Why are we stuck here? Is there a technical reason? Is it a gameplay reason? Is it a reason that, well, if everyone moved back, the realm would be even deader? Well, to be honest, it couldn't get more dead. It really couldn't. Let's take an example. There are 2 kinds of players, and there are 2 kinds of guilds in the game. There's PvE and there's PvP. This is on a PvP server. We're not talking about role-playing here. There are PvE guilds, and then there are PvP guilds, and then there are guilds that sort of do a bit of both. PvE guilds are fine. That's grand. Because you can go into Blackwing Lair on a server which has no one else on it. That's fine. You're not stopped from doing that. In fact, maybe it's a bit easier because you don't get ganked on the way in there. But what about PvP? If there's no alliance to kill, a PvP guild cannot exist. It can't. I am myself a PvP player mainly. I don't have the chance to play as much as I would like, so I don't have the chance to PvP as much as I would like. But when I can, that is the thing I enjoy the most. I enjoy Molten Core. I like doing high-end content, but I enjoy PvPing. Now, to PvP, I have to have a target. I have to have a target-rich environment. I can wander in there and kill people. If I can't do that, then that is a major part of the game gone for me. That's the reason I'm on a PvP server in the first place and didn't re-roll PvE lololol Care Bear Nub. That's why I'm there, to PvP. I can't do it, because the realm is pretty much dead as far as the Alliance goes. That's a problem. It really is. Okay, I'll see if I've got any more emails. I'll do a few shout-outs, and then we'll find another topic to talk about. God knows why. I'm just on a rant at the moment. That's the theme of this show, and if you don't like it, go away. I don't believe this show has ever apologised for saying anything, and it will certainly not be starting right now. Now, server comment. Hi, I'm Spencer from EU Sylvanus. Just a small comment in the issue of closing down the ability to join full servers. Let's say you have some friends playing on a server and you want to go play with them. How damn frustrating would it be if you couldn't? This may be one of the reasons that Blizzard has not closed the realms. I was waiting for one of these, and there's a reason for this. Because, oddly enough, players actually do know what they're talking about a lot of the time, and players can come up with useful suggestions. And one of the suggestions that I've made and many other people have made, it's not my idea, many other people have made this suggestion repeatedly, is the idea of a friends invite system. Invitational tickets, RSVPs, you know, those gold-lettered things that get shoved through your door and say, hey, turn up to our glamorous, glitzy event, or be destroyed. What if I could invite a friend to my server? If it was, say, a brand new player, what if I could invite them? They couldn't usually get into Daggerspine, but I've given them an invitational ticket. Maybe I'm given a limited amount, say 5 or so. I've got an invitational ticket. I can invite a friend to my server. And they can do it. That's cool. However, what you don't get is an influx of randoms. And let's face it, that's why. The people who joined as friends, generally speaking, joined at the beginning. When I joined with my guild at the time, the Halibuts, we joined together on the same server deliberately. We'd pre-planned it. Our friends came and joined us a little bit later on. This is the same with many other guilds. Many guilds migrated from Planetside, where they were called outfits. They actually came over. We actually said, we want to play a new game because we're sick of Planetside. Let's go and play WoW. Okay, let's all come and play together. Where? Daggerspine. Okay. Day one, we've joined there. Fine, no problem. Now, if there is the occasional straggler, and the realm was to be, say, locked down, then is it totally inconceivable that a system could be put in place where a ticket-based invitational thing could actually be implemented? So I'd have a ticket. I could invite someone on the basis of their account name, bearing in mind account names are unique, whereas character names are not. I can invite someone. That would not be a major problem to the queue. It would contribute, but it wouldn't be a major problem. It's about stemming the flow, not damming it completely. Damming it completely is often a worse thing to do. It's too extreme. You stem the flow. You slow people down. You stop people from flooding the server until you can address it. And the fact of the matter is, this should have been done. It should have been done before the problem got too worse. The fact is, it's now at the stage where it's a case of we have to rip people away from the community to fix it. That's the only way. Unless people suddenly quit, that is the only way we can fix the problem. That is a massive issue. It really is. And it should never have been allowed to get there. Now, I hope that Blizzard will learn from this, really, because that is not good. It really isn't. It's something that I would never want to see. Unfortunately, I had the opportunity to see it firsthand, how bad that actually is. The queues, the people complaining, the anguish more than anything when your main priest drops out of a group and can't log in for the next hour and a half. The annoyance of having to wait an hour before I can play the game. Something has to be done. It really does. And I hope that Blizzard do learn from these migration reissues, and I hope that they do take the comments of players such as myself and anyone else on board. They learn, and they make migration a painless experience for everyone, and give people the freedom to do what they actually want with their character, and not say, No, you're stuck in that realm now. Tough. You're listening to Blue Please here on WoW Radio. I think it may be time for the feature that people love to hate. This is Rapping the Forums. Yo, faux shizzle and so forth. It's time for another edition of the one and only Rapping the Forums. It's where we take the worst forum posts imaginable and turn them into horrible, horrible, killing puppies kind of raps. Ugh. Yes, indeed. Okay, you can always rely on Replicant to come up with something incredibly stupid. So here we go. Faux show. This is from Replicant. He is in the guild Soulbound. He's a paladin, level 60. The realm is Twilight's Hammer. Okay. It's a 1, 2, 3, and a 2 and a 4. Casuals, do what I done. Got a direct to drive and download EverQuest 2. It cost me £11. After exchange rate from US dollars, I looted a legendary item within my first couple of hours. No, seriously, it's awesome. Blizzard are obviously making WoW for hardcores. Time to burn, so let them have it. Important point, WoW has 4M subscribers equals Blizzard. Don't really care what you think. He too has 200k. So really listen to the community, not to mention the community is much more mature. Look at the boards, you don't see hardly anything. Flaming threads, the game is great. Plus you get 30 days free. EQ2 really deserves to do well, and you haven't got the endless grind for epics or stupid 40-man raids. To hope you then have more DKP than everyone else. Also, dueling is much better. I've had some really good ones, and it doesn't come down to who has the more epics. It's skill based. Another great sell point is in WoW. I grinded for months, or grinded for months, to become a swordsmith that can make a lot of crap. Or face another 3-month grind to make one sword. Crafting in EQ2 really works. Granted, you need a good PC to play it, but I'm guessing most of us casualers have jobs and can afford one. I had the enjoyable role as a buff bot in raids in WoW, but now I got a predator who kicks ass. Everyone just seems more friendly. I'm currently subscribing to WoW and EQ2 and haven't given up hope yet, but that casualers will get some epic soon, and if it comes to cancelling one very soon, it will definitely be WoW. I'm sick of investing, spread out, time for F, or maybe I'll check out the expansion when it comes out. Post edited by Replicant. Okay, it's another map today. Oh no, level 60 Dwarf Hunter. The guild is and the Wheelies. The realm is Dragon Blight. What a fright. Okay. What's a 5 and a 2 and a 3 and a 7? To the beggars, okay, a little wine, but where have all the beggars come from? Last night in the space of 5 minutes, I had at least 6 people ranging from just opening trade windows to W of 1 gold, please. Need monies, 50s, please. Can I have some meat for my pet, please? There was even a guy in IF asking for 5 gold, exclamation mark times 5. I'm sure these people look at the 60 and think, he must have loads of money, he's level 60, yeah right. Dot on the dot, I have a total of 12 gold to my name at the moment. I'd just like to say to these people, go out and work for it like the rest of us. I have never and would never dream of begging for money to any other player. So, why do you do it? I know a fix for this is to put them on /ignore, but my ignore list is getting very, very full now. Dot, and a dot. One of the things that bugs me more about this is that a lot of these people are gilded. To all the GMs and officers out there, this is not good PR for your guilds, guys. Get it sorted, please. By the way, if anyone from my guild is begging, please let me know. It will be dealt with. I find DB has a great community in general, but these whiny nooblets are really beginning to make me not want to log in on anymore. So to the beggars, you can't expect everything at level 10. And for insert deity here, say stop using the word please! Exclamation mark. Why not get out and experience the game world and earn your gold like everyone else? Hey, if the game doesn't provide the quick results that you expect, go play something else and get a cheat code so you can get yourself to the end without experiencing the game at all or having any skill whatsoever. We don't need you on DB, we don't want you on DB. Get with the program or get out of here. Okay, that's it, that's my piece. Agree or disagree? I cannot.